Alright guys, welcome back to another new expansion of the Paradigm Wars. So the Paradigm Wars, for anyone who is new subscribers here, it's basically this ongoing, I guess you could say, joke, and I don't know how long I'm going to be keep doing these. Mostly because it's been kind of diminishing returns, so this might be the last one, unless more people are interested. For those wondering what the Paradigm Wars are, the Paradigm Wars are basically this. It started off as like I was doing a live stream and someone saw the massive pop collection in my background at my old house, and someone said, "Hey, that looks like a character fight selection screen," and it just kind of snowballed into that of like a storyline and all these different characters and stuff like that. So yeah, it became this. So Paradigm Wars is basically a storyline where these race of beings called the Paradigm, these godlike beings, gather together all these different heroes and villains and put them from out the multiverse and plant them smack dab in this new world they created, and basically tells them, all right, look, we're going to use our powers for either good or evil depending on which side that wins. So if evil wins, we'll realize that's the right way to go and we'll use our powers for evil. But if good wins, then we'll use our powers for good because good triumphed over evil, so that's the way to go. So that's kind of the way I'm playing things out. And different characters are pulled from different universes and even timelines. Like you have Zuko, both him when he was hunting the Avatar and when he was part of the gang here. So there's two different Zukos here. There's even two Wonder Womans here, one from the Flashpoint timeline and one from the Death Metal timeline. So yeah, there's even characters from both the Marvel Comics universe and the Marvel Cinematic universe. So yeah. So let's get started in this new expansion, Rise of Titans, or Land of Titans. I'm still the title's probably going to be different from the one I'm thinking of right now. I'll probably settle on a title by the time I post this video. That's how my mind works sometimes. Anyway, so in this, the Paradigm have brought together giant monsters to wander the world of the Paradigm. So this new battle world now has four monsters. Four giant monsters that are now like considered boss. I guess if this was a video game, they'd be considered boss fights for the heroes and villains to fight. And the four are Godzilla, Kong, Mechagodzilla, and the Father of Ultra. So yeah, Ultra Father, or Supreme Commander Ultraman. So the four of them are now a part of the world. The difference is that these monsters are essentially just wandering out there, and aside from the Ultra Father, the other three monsters just go about and attack whatever. Kong wants to be left alone, but however, with Godzilla hunting him, that's going to be a problem. And Mechagodzilla is just programmed to destroy everything. The Ultra Father can be reasoned with for the heroes, but it's kind of a difficult thing. So, it also doesn't help that in this storyline, the villains would have reprogrammed Mechagodzilla to serve directly under them. Who the villains are, it's not so much like with the heroes where a lot of them are now, originally was supposed to be all under Superman leading, but now it's now like a congregation of like major leaders. So you have Superman leading. He's like the numero uno. But you also have All Might helping to lead. You have Sam Wilson, Captain America, who, it's actually funny when there's actually a pop figure I have of a Venomized Captain America, and that's the closest I have to Steve Rogers. So I had the funny idea in my head where Venom Cap meets Sam Cap, and Sam's like, this is fucked. This is kind of fucked. But yeah, so you have Sam Cap helping to lead the team and Optimus Prime. So a lot of good leaders here to assist. Whereas the villains, on the other hand, are kind of like in a congregation and usually like fighting among themselves. So there is that. Now, that's kind of the story in a nutshell for this new expansion. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about like some ideas I had for like finishing moves or whatever, or like because like I had the idea that villains and some heroes do have fatalities. Like they would have finishing moves in this game, but whereas most heroes would not have a like fatal finishing move. It would just be like your basic heroic brutality. Like that would be the general idea for this for if this was an actual game. So yeah, I have 7 Mortal Kombat characters here, so they all get fatalities. Like, so what would so my ideas for like a lot of the Mortal Kombat characters in this made up storyline, their fatalities would be, well, since I have Liu Kang, I do the classic summoning the arcade game to drop and crush the person. Like, it would crush someone and like their head and half their body would be like hanging out of the glass, the glass screen, and it's just kind of hanging there like all dead. The other fatality would be for Liu Kang. He would like straight up punch you so hard, like he does an uppercut and he just splits you in half. For Scorpion, of course, I do the first one would be the toasty fatality, but he would like grab you by the shoulders and just spray fire right in your face. And just start like your whole body catches fire, and as your body's like on the ground burning, he just stomps on your head. Melina's would be like she skewers both your eyes and yanks them out. She yanks them out, eats one as you're like you're like throwing your hands around it like how blind you are. Then she reaches your mouth and in your brain, up into your brain, and yanks it out through your mouth and just starts eating it. It's a little fucked up, but hey, it's Mortal Kombat. And that was the only one I thought of for Melina. The Sub-Zeros, who Sub-Zero here is Bihan. So for Sub-Zeros, I would do the classic like rip your head off with the spine attached, but what I do to add to that is like he punches a hole through your stomach and just starts freezing you from the inside out, and then as he's reaching for your spinal cord, and it rips it out through the hole, and the rest of your body's just frozen solid. And then he uses the head and spinal cord like a mace and just smashes the body with it. So for other characters like Jason, and this is the one I wanted, and this is the one I was hoping for in real life, like when he was a guest character in Mortal Kombat X. So my fatality for Jason in the Paradigm Wars would be like he slices your belt across the belly, and as you turn away from him, like trying to put your guts back in, he comes up behind you, grabs you by the head, and just starts crushing your head till your eyeball pops out. And you're just a squished mess. Like, obviously a reference to Friday the 13th Part 3. Trying to think of another good one I had. Trying to think of another. I'm trying to I do have like 6 Spider-Man villains. I also have Miles and Miguel along with Peter, and I actually had like a fun idea of like if this was a real game, like this fun idea of like, since it's the original, it's 5 of the 6 classic Sinister Six members: Ock, Vulture, Sandman, Kraven, and Electro, but the 6th member is Carnage. And like Carnage is always like, now that this new Sinister Six is formed, and Carnage is like, yes, we're going to rip their skin and eat their intestines. I'm going to enjoy every last minute of their dying screams. And the rest of the 6 are like, Jesus Christ, Cletus, tone it down, dude. Massive disconnect between how extreme Carnage was and how, different the other rest of the Spider Rogues were. So, yeah. Like I said, the Paradigm Wars, I don't know if I'll keep doing this because it's kind of keeps diminishing, but I thought, it'd be kind of fun to talk about it few more times, and maybe I'll do more videos if people have interest in it. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this? Also, you know, since we're dealing with the Titans and whatnot, so essentially, like, going back to the story real quick, in the story, in this new game expansion for a video game that will never happen, basically what happens is that after you defeat, like, it would be like a ladder. Also, it would be like a total ladder. So your first one will be Kong, then Ultraman, and then Ultra Father, and then Mechagodzilla, then finally Godzilla. Like, if once you defeat all four in these massive boss fights, that would probably be something like, I would imagine they'd be something in the vein of like fighting the Titans in God of War, in God of War 3. But once you defeat them all, like, then you can like take their power, like, the paradigm will give you the ability to like take the Titans' power and use it as you will, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so I thought I'd end on that note. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this? Do you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.